Alright, back in Imagine, I have Shiki OG with me because I was trying to increase his friendship so he isn't angry at me, or neutral, so to speak. What I wanted to do was try Fuse because I had remember the inexperienced Dominion that I had? Also, what I'm pointing at is the Ultimate Summon Orb. This is used to summon an alternate boss in different dungeons. Typically, it's a fiend species demon. So when I have my inexperienced Dominion at its highest friendship level, so what I wanted to do was find someone that can try Fuse with me, because Dominion can be fused with Scotty and Akuninushi to get ultimately Mithra, which is what I was after. Primarily because I was just, for one thing, to get inexperienced Dominion out of retirement, but also because Mithra, from what I've experienced in many Shin Megami Tensei games, he's usually magic based. So I think this would probably help me as far as success would go, because since I'm melee as my main character, I just need a magic based demon as a counter. So I'm just going to summon him. Also, the time that I fused him, I was unable to fuse a normal Dominion, which I can now, thanks to being higher than level 84, so that's alright. I was seeing if any good skills inherited. I did remember he had Rekarmadora, but I got rid of it because he repeatedly killed himself to resurrect me. Well, that was during the time I died a lot, and ultimately the issue still remains. And he lost friendship. The more he kept doing that, I can't exactly direct his behavior. I can, but I'm just too lazy to. Okay, so we got someone who fused into Kuninushi, and right now we're waiting on someone who is going to fuse Scotty, and she was actually pretty clever. She wanted to use a full-scale elemental fusion, which means she was planning to get Artemis, then fuse it with an elemental, specifically Earthis, to get Parvati, then fuse Parvati with Earthis to get Kali, then Kali with Earthis to get Scotty. But she took a shortcut, which is alright, and it saved a lot of people, or it saved us a lot of frustration. Right now, what we're doing is we're waiting on her to get Scotty's friendship to increase. I helped her out to speed up the process. I haven't really tri-fused that much recently, ever since King Long, so this is going to be an extra treat until I get to the level where I can fuse Nyar. Alright, so this is what I want to fuse. I don't know why it said that, because I didn't select one that didn't have friendship, or had low friendships. It didn't matter. Okay, we're waiting on her. She's in now. Unfortunately, this is half the battle, because the odds of fusing Mithra, despite Scotty and inexperienced Dominion being both linked by fate, it meant that I had 21% odds, and that is basically the best I can get. And it also comes as no shocker, because Mithra is about the second highest level demon god in the game. So Mithra is actually different from what I've used for him to be doing. Because it took so long and there's a lot of frustration going on, I traded outside of normal tri-fusion. But Mithra in this game is electric inheritance, whereas I think in Nocturne he has an affinity for death. and Persona 3, an affinity for light, and in Digital Devil Saga 2, basically an affinity for every element, plus Expel and Death. So he costs quite a bit to summon. The next up is Thor, but I need a plugin to do that. So I'm going to be stuck with Mithra for now, but that's alright, because that's a nice change of pace. So I'm going to wrap this up here, and I'll continue